So hey guys, I'm Sid and today I'm at the Hyundai showroom where I'm going to make the video on newly launched Hyundai Verna. So let's start an actual video. So now first I will look at the key. So this is an actual key of the Hyundai Verna. So here you have the lock function, unlock function, the hold button and the boot release button. You get the smart key. So now let's straight away move towards the engine bay first. So now this car comes with the two engine option, that is 1.5 liter turbo petrol and 1.5 liter naturally aspirated engine. Now the naturally aspirated engine produces about 115 bhp of power and 143 Newton meter of torque, mated with 6-speed manual and 6-speed IVT gearbox, and the claim mileage is about 18.6 kmpl. And the 1.5 liter turbo petrol engine produces about 157 bhp of power and 253 Newton meter of torque, mated with 6-speed manual and 7-speed DCT gearbox, and the claim mileage is about 20.6 kmpl. So this is how the Verna looks like. Now when you see the car from the front, you may get remind or you may identify that this car looks similar to the newly launched Hyundai Sonata and the Elantra, which are sold globally. So here for the reference, this is the 2022 Verna, the previous generation, and this is a new generation. So the design of the car has been revolutionized. Even the size and the dimension of the car have been revised. The length of the car has been, now this car is lengthier, wider as compared to the previous generation. So now let's, at the front you get this beautiful LED DRL which runs across the front end. So it starts over here and goes over there. You have the Hyundai logo over there on the hood. Underneath the grill, DRL, you have the grill, the new design grill, which is for carry forward from Tucson to all the way to the venue. And now the Verna also gets that design language for the grills. You also get the parking sensors at the front. Here you have the headlamp cluster and the indicator. You get the LED headlamp cluster, but the indicator is halogen one. So this is how the car looks from the front. You also get the lower bumper over here. So you get lots of creases all over the body panels. Here you have the auto badging. So now coming to the side, the tire size of this car is about 205/55 or 16 inches. You get the disc brake at the front for the normal version, and you get the 4 disc brakes for the turbo petrol. Now coming to the side, you get this beautiful design or electric folding ORVM with the LED indicator strip. Here you have the wipers, and now this car comes with the ADAS level 2 feature function over there. You also get the sunroof. And the previous generation was also having the sunroof over there. Now you get the shark fin antenna, and you also the Verna carry forwards its coupe-like design structure. Here you have the silver aluminum brush finish with the texturized matter on the C pillar, and also there is a chrome line which runs across the window pane over there. Now the door handles are also finished in silver. If you go for the turbo petrol, you will get in body colored. Now coming at the rear tire size of this car is about the same, the 205/55 or 16 inches with the normal diamond cut alloy wheels. But you get the drum brake at the rear. You get the black toed wheels for the turbo petrol version. So now straight away let's move towards the rear. So this is how the rear looks like. So the design is a subjective language. You may prefer that, you may like it or hate it. It has got the mixed reviews. So in person it looks quite good as compared to the photos. Now coming at the rear, you get this rear LED connecting LEDs connecting. So here you get the rear LED connecting tail light, which is same. You do get same type of the design language has been carried forward from the venue. You also get the same type of connecting lights in venue as well. Here you have, see the texture over here, it looks quite good. Indicators, DRLs, and here coming for this at the center of the tailgate, you get the Verna badging which has been textured. See, it is inside this LED bar, you can't touch it. So that's another nice feature. Here you have the Hyundai logo. Here you have the number plate area, reverse parking camera, and also the rear parking sensors. Here you have the textured lower bumper, and this is how the rear profile looks like. Now this car gets a ground clearance about 165 mm. So now let's open the boot first. You get the best in class 528 liters of 528 liters of the boot space for this car, which is a very good thing, and it's first in segment. So you get the 100% speed over there. Let's move towards the inside of the car. You also get the passive entry function. The one thing that you will notice in between the turbo petrol and the normal version, that you get the dual tone interiors for this car, and you get the single tone interior, single black color interior on the turbo petrol. But I will prefer this type of interior because it looks much more luxurious as compared to that turbo petrol. So for here amenities, here you have the power window switches, which are illuminated as well. This is for the ORVMs, and here you have the fold and unfold the ORVMs. This is to set that, and this is the central locking system. Here you have to open the door, and you also have the soft padding over here to keep your armrest. So now let's on the car first. So now you get this new design language for this car. So now let's get inside of this car. So here these are the power window buttons for the driver and co-driver, as well as for the rear passengers, and they are illuminated, so that's another good feature to have on offer. These are the controls for your OVMs. Here you have the soft padded to keep your arm. Here you have the grab handle, and underneath here you have some cubby space. Getting inside of the car is quite easy because the opening of the door is quite wide, and this car gets the electrical adjustable seats. So this is how the actual instrument console or the instrument panel of the car, of this car, looks like. Here you get the 10.25 inch of the infotainment touchscreen system, which supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And here you have the digital drivers display as well, which shows the various information that you needed. Hold OK. So you can just change you can manipulate all the things from the steering mounted controls. Now this car gets the new 2-spoke steering wheel, which quite resembles the steering wheel that you do get in Hyundai Ioniq 5, which is an flagship SUV, electric SUV of the Hyundai. Now coming over here, downside here you have the automatic climate control. Now another good feature you have, you can switch these toggles to the shortcut key buttons of the infotainment system, so you can just change over there. So that's another good feature to have on offer. Another good feature is that this car also gets the ventilated seats and the heated seats for the driver and the co-driver as well. Now as I have said, so this car gets the infotainment system is the response of the infotainment system is quite good. The display is also quite good, and it's very easy to use as well. So this is how it looks. Now as I have told you the information over here, underneath the steering mounted controls, here you have the 112-volt charging socket, one USB-C fast charging port. Here you have the USB normal charging port. Now this car gets the CVT gearbox. Basically the Hyundai calls the CVT as an IVT, the same like the Volkswagen where they call DCT as a DSG. So here you have the 6-speed IVT gearbox. You also have the parking sensors. Here you have the parking camera, so you can just switch and it will let you know what's behind your car. And here you have the drive modes. From here you can change the drive mode of the car, the eco, normal and sport mode. So these are the three drive modes that you get. You get the manual handbrake, but the changes of the car which you do get, there are the few features that you that are absent in this car but you get in turbo petrol. That is that you get the adaptive cruise control. Another thing that you get the all black interior, as well as you get the electronic parking brake for the turbo petrol variant. So these are the things. So now the steering wheel of this car is tilt and telescopic, so it becomes very easier for you to use it. And you do get the paddle shifters for this normal natural aspirated engine as well. Now here these are the toggles for your wipers, and these are the toggles for your lights. Now coming over here, you have some, just a second, here you have some key features over here as well. Here you get the USB control system, auto start stop, and this is the headlight leveler. So another one thing that you get the ambient lighting. So this is ambient lighting, I hope you are seeing. And here you have the texturized pattern over here. These three lines are not only texture, but there is an ambient lighting. Let me show you. So you feel that it is a texture, but it's not only the texture, there is an ambient light hidden in it, so it glows very well at the night and it will enlighten your cabin. So for the safety feature, this car comes with the 6 airbags, ABS and ABD as well. Here you have the auto dimming IFVM, and also the most awaited or the most loved feature of all the Indians, that is a sunroof. Now you get the sunshade with a vanity mirror for the driver and sunshade with the vanity mirror for the co-driver as well. So here you have the armrest, which is quite good and hard. You also get some amount of the storage underneath the armrest, and so here you have the two cup holders. So these are the things. Now let's get at the rear of this car for the rear seats, and let's check it out how this car offers for the rear seat passengers. So let's get at the rear first. Okay, get the rear. Let's get for the rear first. So at the rear, the leg space is quite good now, because the most you can say the most important thing for this car, or the the problem that each and everyone noticed, that was the rear seat experience, rear seat space. So now the Hyundai has increased the rear seat comfort with the added under thigh support. You have good amount of the leg room as well. The front driver seat is adjusted to my position, and I have the ample amount of the leg room over here. So I can also, there is some space underneath the seat, so I can tuck in my foot over there. So, and also I have got the good amount of the headroom. I'm around the 6 foot, and if the people are above 6 feet, then their hair may be brushed over there for the top, because it has the sloping roof line. And for the amenity, you do get the rear sunshade. You don't get any sunshade for the window area, but the window area and the visibility, or you can see the window panels of this car, is quite large, so the sunlight may creep in, and you don't have any sunshade for here. So these are the things. Also you get the illuminated power button over here. Again, for amenities, you have the rear AC vents with some space to keep your phone, and also you have got the one C fast charging port and one USB port. You also have the magazine holder. So these are the things of this car. So now let's go for the verdict. So hey guys, this was all about the newly launched Hyundai Verna. So I hope that I have cleared your all doubts. If you enjoyed this video, then like it, share it with your friends, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to press the bell notification, so that you won't miss a single upload. Till then, rest of take care. See you soon in the next video.